सवेरा।
बनाया हमें जिसने ज्ञान सितारे,
वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे।
वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे।
बनाया हमें जिसने ज्ञान सितारे, वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। जिसने चलाई अमृत वाणी, चढ़ जाती सुनकर मस्ती रूहानी।
जिसने चलाई अमृत वाणी, चढ़ जाती सुनकर मस्ती रूहानी।
भूल जाते माया के दुख दर्द सारे,
भूल जाते माया के दुख दर्द सारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। जादू भरा ऐसा दीदार उनका, अतीन्द्रिय सुख में झूले मन सबका।
जादू भरा ऐसा दीदार उनका, अतीन्द्रिय सुख में झूले मन सबका।
ज्ञान रत्नों से जो हमको सवारे,
ज्ञान रत्नों से जो हमको सवारे,
वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे।
अपना बना के महान बनाया, दिव्य गुणों से जिसने सजाया।
अपना बना के महान बनाया, दिव्य गुणों से जिसने सजाया।
डूबी हुई नैया को लगाया किनारे,
डूबी हुई नैया को लगाया किनारे।
वो
बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। बनाया हमें जिसने ज्ञान सितारे, वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे। वो बाबा है प्यारे दिलों के सहारे।
ओम शांति।
ओम शांति। ओम शांति। गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग। In yesterday's Murli, Baba mentioned that this is a living Dilwala temple, but it cannot be mentioned anywhere. And Baba gives us an example today that when we buy sweets from any shop, if we like, we always recommend others to buy from the same shop. So Baba also gives this knowledge. So we should imbibe this knowledge with so much love. And when we have fruit, when we have sweets, we enjoy and we will not become tired or we will not be lazy. So Baba reminds us that this is the knowledge of, in Benares it is, they say that people have such big positions, whereas Baba, being the highest on high father, Baba says that he is the most obedient servant, and Baba gives such big titles to children.
बाबा की सुखदाई मुरली। बाबा ने कहा, मीठे बच्चे,
Let's listen to Murli. And today's date is 18th September 2024. The essence of the Murli is,
चैतन्य सितारे हो,
sweet children,
की कहा
you are the living stars of
बच्चे,
the earth.
तुम हो धरती
You have
के
to give the
चैतन्य
light to the
सितारे,
whole world.
तुम्हें सारे विश्व को रोशनी देनी है। नाम के साथ काम क्या है?
Baba says, as is the title, so should be your
मीठे बच्चे,
duty or work.
धरती के चैतन्य सितारे, तुम्हें
Baba
सारे
says you are the living stars of the whole earth and you have to give light to the whole world.
शिव बाबा तुम बच्चों की काया
Question:
कैसे बनाते
how does Shiv Baba make the bodies of you children
बच्चों की काया
pure?
कंचन कैसे बनाते हैं? शक्तिशाली बनाने के लिए
How does He make us powerful?
चाहिए।
Suppose
और ये
we always hear that if we want strength or stamina, we are always advised to drink milk. So in the same way, the soul has to become powerful. Baba also says that Baba gives us the milk of this knowledge through Mother Brahma
तो ब्रह्मा माँ
and makes your bodies pure.
ज्ञान दूध पिलाकर तुम्हारी काया कंचन कर देते हैं। इसीलिए उनकी
This is why it is sung in His praise that you are the mother.
कहते हैं। इसीलिए उनकी महिमा
That is why they sing the praise of the Father, that you are the mother and the father.
त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव
You are the mother and you are the father,
त्वमेव
etc.
सर्वं मम देव देव। तो ये बाबा की महिमा भक्ति में भी गाई गई।
It's also sung
ब्रह्मा
on the path of devotion.
ज्ञान दूध पी रहे हो।
You children drink the milk of this knowledge through Mother Brahma, through which all your sins are
जिससे
through which all your sins are being cut away and you are becoming pure.
फायदा क्या होगा तुमसे?
What is the benefit of drinking or imbibing this knowledge?
बन जाओगे।
So Baba says when you imbibe this knowledge, all your sins will be burnt away and you become pure. Om Shanti, the spiritual father sits here and explains to you, just as there are stars of the sky, so it's also remembered of you children who are the stars of the earth. This has to be remembered. This is the title which is given. They are also called celestial deities.
वैसे तुम बच्चों के लिए भी गाया जाता कि
Your children are also remembered as you are the stars of the earth.
नक्षत्र देवता कहा जाता है।
They are also called celestial deities. In fact, they are not deities actually.
है नहीं। तो तुम उनसे
You are much more powerful than them because
सारे विश्व को रोशन
you enlighten the whole world. They just they are seen bright, whereas we are the stars who will give light to the whole world. Of course, they are called celestial deities. Here you are going to become deities. The rise and the fall that takes place is yours. Those stars just give light to the stage. Of course, they are also required, but they cannot be called deities. You are now becoming deities. You are the ones who enlighten the whole world. When does the need arise to give that light to the world? When there is an extreme darkness. Because there is extreme darkness over the whole world, because everyone has become impure, because of being vicious, because of being impure, there is a lot of sorrow. Now the Father, He has come to make you sweet, sweet children, deities. Human beings consider everyone to be deities. On the path of devotion, they always They give these titles of god or goddesses to all the rivers or
बाबा ने कहा
the five elements.
अपने मीठे मीठे बच्चों को देवता बनाने आते हैं
Baba has come to make you children deities.
समझ लेते हैं
Human beings consider everyone to be deity.
कह देते हैं
They call sun also as a deity.
सूर्य का झंडा भी लगाते हैं अपने को सूर्यवंशी भी कहलाते हैं
In some places they even hoist a flag of the sun and they consider themselves to belong to that sun dynasty.
सूर्यवंशी भी कहलाते हैं वास्तव में तुम सूर्यवंशी
In fact, you are
बाप बैठ
the sun dynasty.
समझाते
The father sits here and explains to you children there is now extreme darkness in Bharat.
भारत में ही घोर अंधियारा हुआ है और अब भारत
There now has to be only light in Bharat.
बाप तुम बच्चों को
The father is giving you children the ointment of this knowledge.
आंखें बंद हो तो सोचना भी हो तो दिखाई नहीं देगा
If your eyes are closed, if there is,
दूरी है बाहर
even if it's a day,
आंखों में ज्ञान
you will not be able to see that.
सुरमा लगा रही है
So Baba also has come to awaken you once again because we were
तो बाप आकर फिर
sleeping in the sleep of ignorance.
काम क्या है
What is the task of the father?
फिर से
Baba comes to awaken the ones who fall asleep. He says, according to the drama plan, Baba comes again at the most auspicious confluence age of every cycle.
पुरुषोत्तम संगम कोई भी शास्त्र में
This auspicious confluence age is not mentioned in any of the scriptures. That is why they have mentioned that God comes in every age because they don't have the knowledge of this auspicious confluence age.
इस युग को अभी
This
बच्चे ही जानते हैं
only you children know about this age,
फिर देव
since you are now becoming stars and you will then become deities. It's also said to you alone that salutations to the celestial deities.
टाइटल दिया
The first title is you are the living stars of the earth. The next one is you are being worshipped. That is salutations to the celestial deities. From worshippers, you are now becoming worthy of worship. There you are worthy of worship. Previously, we used to sing the praise. If someone is affected by the eclipse, he performs a lot of charity in order to overcome that. These are the matters of understanding. This is called the spiritual study.
इसमें कभी किसी की लड़ाई नहीं होती
There is no question of any battle
कोई लड़ाई
between anyone.
टीचर
The teacher teaches in an ordinary way and the children study in an ordinary way. There is no question of battle.
बच्चे पढ़ते हैं
Children also study in an ordinary way because in 24 hours, children spend 1 hour for this study and the rest of the time is utilized for the self-study.
बच्चे पढ़ते हैं इसमें कभी कोई लड़ाई की
There is no question of any battle in this.
थोड़े कहते हैं कि मैं भगवान हूँ तुम बच्चे
They don't call themselves
पढ़ाने वाला
God. You children know that the one who is teaching you is the incorporeal Godfather Shiva. The one who is teaching us is the incorporeal Shiv Baba. He gives us the milk of this knowledge through Brahma Baba.
बाबा है उनको अपना शरीर है नहीं
Shiv Baba doesn't have a body of his own and he takes that
लौंग लेता
body on rent. He takes a loan of this body. Why is it called Bhagirath? Because he is the most fortunate chariot. Brahma Baba is the most fortunate chariot. He is the one who becomes the master of the world. That is why he is called the lucky chariot. All these things have to be understood. This is the highest study. This is the most prestigious university
तो सबसे बड़ी
and
दुनिया में तो झूठ ही झूठ है ना कहावत भी है
there is nothing but falsehood in the world. It is said that the boat of truth will rock but it will not sink.
बाबा ने कहा इसलिए दोनों काम जरूरी है
Baba says
भी जरूरी
it it will definitely rock, then it will not sink. But
और डूबेगी नहीं। आजकल तो
nowadays,
प्रकार के
many types of God have emerged,
अपने
let alone themselves. They even say the pebbles and stones
भगवान को कितना
are
भटका
God.
दिया,
How much they have made God wander so much.
कितना भीतर भीतर में रोक दिया। बाप बैठ समझा
The Father sits here and explains to you just as the physical Father explains to you.
ऐसे नहीं होते जो
But
बाप भी हो टीचर
he would not be a teacher or a guru. A physical father cannot play the roles of the father, teacher, and guru at the same time.
पहले बाप के पास जन्म लेते
First,
हैं, फिर थोड़े
a child takes a birth,
टीचर चाहिए
then, when the child grows, then
पढ़ाने के लिए
teacher is needed. Then, when he reaches the age of 60 years, then he needs a guru.
बाप टीचर सब
Here, the father role,
कहते हैं
the father plays the role of the father, teacher, and guru, and Shiv Baba just reminds us that he is the father of all the souls. It is souls that study.
को आत्मा ही कहा जाता है,
Each soul is called a soul, but many names are given to bodies.
ही कहा जाता है। बाकी शरीर के अनेक नाम, जितने शरीर उतनी अलग अलग सूरत और शक्ल और उतने अनेक नाम में करते हैं।
As
कोशिश
the bodies,
होती है
names and labels, everything get changed, and people always try to name their children so that their names are unique.
वो है हत्था नाटक,
Just think that is the limited play, and this is the unlimited one. The one which is predestined is taking place. It's nothing new. This is eternally predestined drama which continues to turn. Baba says everything is just predestined. There is nothing new to be created. This is the eternally predestined drama which continues to turn.
फिर बाबा ने पूछा
All souls are actors. Where do souls reside?
कहाँ रहती है, सबने उत्तर दिया होगा ना,
Everyone would have responded,
इधर परम धाम में रहने वाले
we souls reside in that supreme abode, and we come here to play our unlimited roles. Baba just stays in that abode. He doesn't come in the cycle of birth and death. He stays always in that supreme abode. It means that he comes only once.
जैसा बाप अपना
Now the Creator Himself gives us the essence of the Creator as well as of the creation.
साथ सुनाते हैं,
The unlimited Father gives us the essence,
चक्रधारी बच्चे
and Baba calls us the spinner of the discus of the self-realization. What was the first one? That is, you are the living stars of the earth. Next, he said salutations to the celestial degrees. The third one, he says the spinner of the discus of the self-realization. No one can understand the meaning of these things because they understand that Vishnu is the spinner of the discus of self-realization. Why do you call human beings this? This is understood by you only. When you were human beings, you were Shudras, and even when you became Brahmins, you are still human beings.
कुछ वैसा ही है, बस थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ शेड चेंज होता है, कुछ थोड़ा सा अलग सा हो जाता है, कलर अलग हो जाता है।
Maybe there will be a slight difference in our personalities when we change from Shudras to Brahmins.
और देवता बनेंगे तो भी
Even when we become deities, we still take that human form. The characteristics or the features
ऐसी ही करेक्टर
only change. The Ravan comes.
कितने बिगड़ जाते हैं,
When Ravan comes, our characters are degraded
चरित्र खराब।
too much.
सतयुग में या
In the golden age, the vices don't exist. This is the speciality because there is happiness, there is beauty based on that purity. Just like how an infant just looks so beautiful, cute because he's so pure and innocent. So Baba also says in the golden age vices don't exist.
जो हमारे
Baba is now telling you children the story of immortality. We would have heard so many stories on the path of devotion. We have heard many stories. It is said that the Lord of Immortality told the story of immortality to Parvati. First, it becomes a story, then, the significance of that pilgrimage place gets explained. The Lord of Immortality, the innocent Lord, didn't even know that Parvati just she had fallen asleep. For instance, when we give course to any of the students, we will obviously know whether he is interested or not. Baba further explains the secrets of this. However, it would surely have been the Shankar who related the story to her. How could Shiva tell it? So many human beings go to listen to it, and Baba sits here and tells you about the things of the path of devotion. Baba gives us he reveals the secrets. Baba doesn't tell that devotion is bad, because we were also performing devotion. Baba doesn't tell that. But it's the eternal drama which is explained to you. The father now says, first of all, devotion is required, and then comes the fruit of the devotion which is given by Baba. So Baba also says whatever is in drama, that gets explained to you accordingly. The father now says, firstly consider yourselves to be souls. This is the main foremost thing. God speaks man above. What's the meaning of that? So Baba says, consider yourself as a soul and focus your mind and intellect on me. The father sits here and tells you the meaning through this mouth. So this is Gomukh. It's also explained to you that it is that one that you say you are the mother and you are the father. Therefore, he has adopted all of you through this mother. Shiv Baba says, I give you the milk of the knowledge through his mouth. So all your sins are being burnt away and your sins are becoming pure. So all of you are drinking this milk, right? With which you souls become pure. When souls become pure, bodies also, when souls become pure and they perform elevated actions, they will receive healthy, perfect bodies. Souls become completely pure and then they gradually continue to come down the ladder. You souls have now understood that you were pure and your bodies were also pure, that according to the drama, souls and bodies were perfect and pure in the golden age. Then according to the drama, we came into the cycle of 84 births. You are no longer pure. You would now set to be 9 carat. Only a small percentage now remains. A small percentage now remains. You cannot say that it disappears. Now we are not said to be 24 carat. We cannot say that it disappeared completely. Just a trace of that remains. Of course, that is also remembered. That is why Baba is remembered as the ocean of peace, because he bestows that peace. Baba also tells us the sign. The picture of Lakshmi and Narayan is the number 1. The whole cycle has now come in your intellects because you are the spinners of the discus of self-realization. So you also know the father's introduction.
कंचन नहीं बनी है
So although you souls have not become completely pure, but still you have this knowledge.
आपका परिचय तो बुद्धि में है ना कंचन होने की युक्ति भी बताते हैं
Baba gives us
आत्मा में ही खाद
the way to become pure. How can the alloy which is in the souls be removed? Pilgrimage of remembrance is required. For this, before this, Baba said Man Manabhav mantra is required. Now he says pilgrimage of remembrance is needed. This is called a battlefield. Each of you is an independent soldier on this battlefield, because we have
के मैदान में सिपाही हो इकट्ठे मिलकर एक मारा से नहीं
we don't get into a war collectively,
योद्धा के पास
because Maya takes different forms, because this is an
युद्ध के मैदान में सिपाही हो
war which takes place at an individual level. So each one of you can make as much effort as possible. It is students' duty to make effort. Wherever you go, continue to caution one another.
हमारा सावधान करने का तरीका
What's the way to just caution? Give that caution. Do you remember Shiv Baba? So that is the way. So we should always remind others. Do you remember Shiv Baba? And we should give this mantra, Man Manabhav. Just give the signal to one another. The father studies the signal. Earlier, when we remind others, we always thank. If someone is wasting their time in gossips and wasteful matters, if we tell them to remember Shiv Baba, then they feel bad, they get into conflicts. Earlier, people used to have that pure, perfect vibrations. So we used to explain to others that the roles of the actors are completely different, and this is the time to remember Shiv Baba.
तभी तो बाप कहते एक सेकंड में काया कंचन हो जाती है विश्व का मालिक बना देता
Baba just says that your bodies are becoming pure in just a second. I make you into the masters of the world. When you become the children of the Father, you become the masters of the world, and then there is also the sovereignty of the world. The effort that you have to make is to claim a high status in that, but otherwise, there is also liberation in life in a second. This is right. It's up to each one of you to make effort. Continue to remember the Father, and you souls will become completely pure. The benefit which is received by remembering the Father is that the soul becomes completely pure. You will become Sato Pradhan, and you become the masters of the Sato Pradhan world. You have become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan so many times. You can't count. We have become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan many times, because the cycle just continues to turn. It never ends. Baba says 100 times we have become, so the same thing gets repeated. That is why Baba doesn't specify the number. The cycle never ends. The Father sits here and explains so well. He says, I come every cycle, and you children invite me into this dirty world. What invitation do you give me? You say, we have become impure, so come and purify us. What's invitation? Baba, we have become impure. You come and purify us. It's such a wonderful invitation of yours. So Baba's duty is to come into the impure world and purify us, because we don't become impure in the golden age, and we don't even give that invitation to the Father. So this is our invitation. Baba, we have become impure, so please come and purify us. So Baba is pleased to accept that invitation. He says it's such a wonderful invitation of yours. You say, take us to the land of peace and land of happiness. So Baba says, I am your obedient servant. This is also in the play of drama. You understand that you study the same thing every cycle and you play your roles. It is souls that they play their roles. We are reading the same Murli which was read 5000 years back. So souls play their roles. While sitting here, the Father is looking at souls. He just looks at the stars. And souls are compared to stars. Souls are so tiny, it's as though there is the sparkle of stars. Some stars are very bright and some others are dim. Some shine a lot and some are closer to the moon. You too are becoming pure with the power of yoga and you also sparkle. How do you sparkle? Baba says that radiance comes with the power of yoga. Baba also says, I will give a flower to those who are good stars among you children. Baba sometimes, in order to entertain, Baba just brings those flowers and he inspires us to become flowers. Children also know one another, who is a good star, who is a good serviceable child. Some are really very strong and some are weak. Those stars cannot, because the kingdom is being established, we always have different varieties. Some are very strong, some are very weak. Those stars cannot be called as deities. Those who are weak, that star cannot be called deity. You too are human beings, but Father makes you souls pure and He makes you into the masters of the world. The Father gives you so much might as an inheritance. He is the Almighty Father. The Father says, I give you children so much might. It's also sung that Shiv Baba, you sit here and changes from human beings into deities through this study. Wonderful, no one else makes us like that. Baba, no one makes us like that. Because this study is your source of income, the whole sky, earth becomes ours. No one can, because the study is the source of income, and to the extent you earn an income, you become wealthy. That income will be visible during the present time as well as in future. To the extent you charm the jewels of knowledge, you will earn accordingly. All the elements belong to us. No one can snatch that away from us. It's called an unshakable kingdom. Baba gives this term, unshakable. No one can damage it. No one can burn it. Just if you take an example, Lanka, the kingdom was burnt. So you should follow the Srimad of such a father. Each one of you has to make your own individual effort. Before that, Baba said that everyone individually has to get into that battlefield with Maya. And Baba says here, each one of us has to make an individual effort. Children build museums, etc., so that you can explain to your equals with those pictures. The Father continues to give you directions. You can create whatever pictures are required. Everyone's intellect works. These are made to benefit human beings. You know that anyone can go to a center, so what method should you create so that people can come by themselves to take this sweet? Baba says that is the shop of center is compared with the shop of sweets,
पास जितने बढ़िया वैरायटी मिठाई होती है
and one who has very good
तो मिठाइयों की दुकान मशहूर हो जाती है
variety of sweets, that shop becomes very well known. So Baba also says you should have a lot of knowledge so that many people can be benefited.
एडवर्टाइज हो जाती है
If someone's sweets are very good, they are advertised automatically, like how the advertisement of this place gets done automatically, how the wings programs are organized simultaneously.
एक दूसरे को कहेंगे कि फलानी दुकान पर जाओ
Then all others would be advised to visit that shop because that is the best and the number one sweet. No one else can give you such a sweet.
अच्छे सेंटर की अच्छी मिठाई की एडवर्टाइजमेंट
It is the advertisement of a good center.
है ऐसी मिठाई तो कोई दे ना सके
When someone sees,
देख कर जाते हैं तो दूसरे
he goes and tells others.
म्यूजियम दिखाया ना आपने
When you
म्यूजियम देख कर
explain
सुनाए
all the pictures of the museum, if they are interested, they will go and recommend others to visit that.
मॉडर्न एज में आ जाएंगे
So you also would think how the whole of Bharat can go to the golden age, but you explain so much for that, but they have stone intellects, so it will definitely take effort.
मेहनत तो लगेगी ना शिकार
You also have to learn how to hunt.
है अच्छा शिकार करना सीखने के लिए विधि बताई बाबा
So Baba says, first of all,
पहले छोटा शिकार सीखा जाता है
you learn how to hunt small prey, that is, how to hunt birds,
तेज उड़े नहीं जोड़े
those who cannot fly high,
छोटा शिकार सीखा
or the animals who cannot run.
ताकत चाहिए ना कितने बड़े
Strength is needed to hunt bigger prey. There are so many great scholars who have studied the Vedas and scriptures. All the great scholars who have studied Vedas and scriptures, and they consider themselves to be such great authorities. They are also to be hunted. In Benares, they receive such big titles, which is why Baba said, first of all, do service by surrounding everyone in Benares.
अच्छे अच्छे पढ़े लिखे भाई बहन वहाँ बच्चे वहाँ से निकले
Let all the educated brothers and sisters emerge from that service. When the sound emerges from very eminent or prominent people, others will then listen. No one listens to the juniors. You have to explain to the lions who consider themselves to be authorities of the scriptures. They are given such big titles.
समझाना है जो अपने को शास्त्रों की अथॉरिटी समझते हैं
They consider themselves to be authorities of the scriptures. They are given such big titles. Even Shiv Baba doesn't have so many titles. Baba gave himself a very small title, that is, he is an obedient servant. He gives us this title that you are the lucky stars of the earth
मिठाई बेचने वाले
and the shop which sells sweets
खाने वाले बेचने
and who distributes sweets.
तो श्री बाबा को भी इतने टाइटल नहीं है उनके बड़े बड़े टाइटल उस टाइटल के आगे भी
Baba has got big. Baba doesn't have so many big titles like how the scholars have. First, it's the kingdom of the path of devotion. Then it becomes the kingdom of the path of knowledge. There will not be devotion on the path of knowledge and vice versa. And Father explains all of this. The Father looks at all of you with understanding that all of you who are sitting here are stars. Baba also is pleased to see you stars because you have to renounce your consciousness of your bodies, like how there is a sparkle of stars up above, so too there is a sparkle here. Baba also looks at that sparkle of stars in the land of peace and of course in sky, and Baba also sees that sparkle of stars on earth. Some have become those who have a very bright light. They are the stars of the earth who are called deities. Baba also said we are stars as well as we are deities. This is such a big unlimited stage. The father explains that is the limited day and night. This is the night of half a cycle and day of half a cycle. It's unlimited. In the day there is nothing but happiness, and even one finds happiness in entering that day. There is no need to stumble anywhere, because if there is no darkness, there is no need to stumble. So in this knowledge there is happiness, whereas in devotion there is sorrow. Because people just ask for many things on the path of devotion. There is no mention of sorrow in the golden age. There is no death there. You conquer death. There is no mention of death in the golden age. That is the land of immortality. So we die when we are affected by many conditions. There is no name of death in golden age. That is the land of immortality. Baba tells us the story of the immortality. For the land of immortality, we children now have the knowledge of the whole cycle in our intellects right from the beginning. We know that the home of souls is that Brahma element. We come from up above number wise in order to play our roles. There are many souls. The father would not sit and talk about each and every one individually. He tells everything in a nutshell. There are so many branches. The tree grows as the branches continue to emerge. There are many who don't even know about their own religion. The father comes and explains, originally you belong to the deity religion, and you have now become corrupt in your religion and in your actions. It is now in the intellects of you children that you were originally the residents of the land of peace, and then you came here to play your parts. It used to be how many times Baba has reminded us that we stars come from up above in order to play our roles. Of course, we are eating sweets, right? We are eating sweet of this knowledge as well as we are drinking the milk. When it was the dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan, that kingdom also used to exist. Baba says you were the sun dynasty, now you became the moon dynasty, and in between there are byplots. This is an unlimited play. There is such a small tree. This is the Brahman clan. It will then become so big that you will not be able to see or meet anyone. Baba gives an example that how a tree takes its shape from a sapling. When this Murli was originally spoken at that time, this family tree also was small, and you will not be able to see or meet everyone. That is why Baba also says that when the season starts, everyone has got a turn to visit. You continue to surround everyone in doing service. Baba says surround everyone in Delhi and Benares. He then says you are the ones who will surround the whole world. You do a lot of service in Delhi and Benares because you are the ones who will surround the whole world. You are establishing one kingdom over the entire world with the power of yoga. So you should have so much happiness. Some continue to go to one place. Baba tells that when Baba listens to the service news, Baba becomes happy. Baba says some go to one place and other go to other places. No one listens to you now. When important people come, that is printed in the newspapers, and then they will understand. The prey is that is now hunted is very small prey, because when teachers used to get people to Baba compares that they are small praise. Great and wealthy people think that that is heaven. The existing world is heaven. Baba says big praise are compared to the great scholars and the wealthy and the eminent people. Only poor come here and claim their inheritance. They say that Baba, you alone, no one else is mine. Only ordinary children can say this. Everyone is just occupied in that world which is heaven for them. However, they can only be when their attachment has broken away from the whole world. That can happen only when their attachment has broken away from the whole world. That is why poor children say that mine is Shiv Baba, no one else. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The essence for dharna, the first one, continue to caution one another in order to make souls pure. How do you give that? First, you have to give that. In order to put someone down, I'm not reminding them. With a lot of good wishes, let the other person's time not get wasted. We have to remind one another with the good intention and good wishes. Give everyone the signal of Man Manabhav and become pure with the power of yoga and become a sparkling star. Become pure with the power of yoga and become a sparkling star. Second one, understand this unlimited predestined play very well and become a spinner of the discus of self-realization. First we have to understand very well, then become a spinner of the discus of self-realization. Give the ointment of this knowledge to human beings and then remove them from extreme darkness of ignorance. We have to give this ointment of knowledge to human beings in order to remove them from darkness. Today's blessing: may you be a self-sovereign and make the treasures your own with the awareness of being a child and the master. May you be a self-sovereign and make all the treasures your own with the awareness of being a child and the master. At this time, you children are not just children, but you are the children who are the masters. One is a master who is self-sovereign and the other one is a master of the father's inheritance. The first thing is one who rules the self, and the second one is he becomes the master of father's inheritance. Since you are self-sovereigns, you keep all your physical senses in order. However, from time to time you forget the awareness of being their master and your mind takes control. That is why the father's mantra is Man Manabhav. When you remain Man Manabhav, you don't become influenced by anything wasteful and you experience all treasures as belonging to you. because when we forget the awareness of being the master of the mind and intellect, then we will not be influenced by anything wasteful.
और बाबा के सब खजाने अपने अनुभव
Then we will start experiencing all the treasures as belonging to us. Slogan: to experience the pleasure of the flying stage in the swing of God's love is your most elevated fortune. To experience the pleasure of flying stage in the swing of God's love is your most elevated fortune. Today's Avyakt signal.
सेवा अभी अभी की और अभी अभी उसका फल ले लिया पूरा
For instance, when you received, what is the theme of this once?
ये स्थिति बना दी है आपने कोई सेवा
It is to become ignorant of the knowledge of any desire. So when we receive the fruit of our actions, it has not been accumulated. So we have consumed that fruit. That is why we will not have that willpower. We will start feeling powerless because we have consumed everything.
तो जब ये बात खत्म हो जाएगी तब निराकारी निर्अहंकारी
Then
और निर्विकारी स्थिति
when the expectation of eating that fruit comes to an end, then we become automatically incorporeal, egoless and voiceless. Om Shanti. Evening meditation from 6 to 8 p.m. will be in conference hall, and tomorrow onwards Murli class will be in Diamond Hall. All the guests who have come for the youth wing conference, all the brothers and sisters who have come to do seva for that youth wing conference are required to assemble in the Sevadari office. Respected Aruna Didi ji, she has been giving services in Jalana. She has been in Gyan from a long period of time. Her health was not in a good condition. She was admitted into a hospital, and yesterday she left her mortal coil and she has taken Bab Dada's lap. Let's send our good wishes to that soul for her onward journey. Respected BK Sugandha Mataji, she was in Gyan from a long period of time. Your daughter is surrendered and your children are Brahma, Kumaris and Kumaris. She has also left her mortal coil. Let's also send good wishes to this soul. Om Shanti.
अंतर मन में एक सितारा जगमग जगमग चमके, परम ज्योति से भर कर किरणें सारे जग में दमके। अंतर मन में एक सितारा जगमग जगमग चमके, परम ज्योति से भर कर किरणें सारे जग में दमके। जगमग जगमग चमके।
Let's watch Dadi's video. Baba says, children, your face should always be happy. Everyone's desire is to remain happy, but each one can ask himself, do we really always remain happy? Sometimes, do we have any type of desire, or do we have any need, or any kind of deficiency which arises within us? But why should we ask ourselves such questions? Make sure that whatever elevated versions we hear from Baba, the same versions as far as possible, we should even take a little time each day to contemplate on these elevated versions. Whatever contemplation we do, we should note it down in our diaries. The more we note it down, the more good thoughts will flow. Thank you. Om Shanti.